welcome to my channel. This is my last request of the day, and I'm not going to have time to do bonus videos. So, this will be it. The name of the group is Set It Off. The name of the song is Killer in the Mirror. This was requested anonymously on the 23rd of June of 2025. Before we get into the music, I got to thank you one last time for coming here, for spending time with me, for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate that. I also want to remind you that I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. I don't put the link to the reaction request form though, because I'm not currently accepting new requests. I've got over 2,800 in my queue. I've got to take care of those. But I live stream on Sunday for 3 hours, beginning at 3 p.m. UTC on Rumble. So if you come to Rumble on Sunday at 3 p.m. UTC and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. I also live stream for 1 hour on Fridays at 1 a.m. UTC on YouTube. I call that God Talks. It's a chance for me to talk about the Bible, about Christian living, walking by the Spirit, answer questions, take prayer requests, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, Friday, 1 a.m. UTC on YouTube. So this is Set It Off. I've done 2 or 3 reactions to them already. Killer in the Mirror.
Look out, they're closing in on you now. Wake up or you wake up 6 feet down. Nobody's got your back in this town. Knock 'em in the teeth now. Out here, there's no negotiation. No room to start a conversation.
Okay.
Look out, they're closing in on you now. Wake up or you wake up 6 feet down. Nobody's got your back in this town. Knock 'em in the teeth now. Out here, there's no negotiation. No room to start a conversation. Before you get a taste, it's taken. Never let your guard down. Get back, put your hands up, kinda messed up, but it's tough luck, and I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad for you. Cause I know if you can switch this, you edition of the same shit. Say sorry, but I don't feel bad. Now I know there's no one I can trust. I used to think there was. Tell me that I'll cut throats. I think it got your eyes closed. Feel the fear and swallow back the tears. Let weakness disappear. There's nobody but me here. The killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror. Where did all of the good people go? They hide behind the bars on windows in hopes they can forget we're close, trying to get some of what they've got. Cause I used to believe in justice, a place where there was better judgment. But now I'm feeling so disgusted by the habits and the have-nots. Get back, put your hands up, kinda messed up, but it's tough luck, and I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad for you. Cause I know if you can switch this, you edition of the same shit. Say sorry, but I don't feel bad. Now I know there's no one I can trust. I used to think there was. Tell me that I'll cut throats. I think it got your eyes closed. Feel the fear and swallow back the tears. Let weakness disappear. There's nobody but me here. The killer in the mirror. Killer in the killer in the killer in the mirror.
Okay. That made me think of several things. Did you notice how everyone was smiling when they pushed him under the water? Yeah. Everyone that smiles at you is not your friend. And everyone that treats you nice is not your friend. Not everyone. I don't mean everyone. I said that wrong, didn't I? What I mean to say is, not everyone that treats you nice is your friend. That's the message I got. Be careful who you make your friends with. And I also thought of how the devil, when he attacks us, he puts a smile on his face as if he's being nice. Yeah. While he's killing you. Yeah. That was an interesting song. I like the beat of it, and I like the music. It was a good song, well written. But the message is kind of terrifying in a way, and then in a way kind of informing, you know. Be careful who your friends are. And just because they're smiling at you doesn't mean they're a friend. Anyway, I gotta go. It's time to go. So I had to say goodbye. But before I do, I want to thank God for giving you the greatest night of sleep you've ever had, followed by the greatest day you've ever had. And I thank him for doing that for every single person that you love as well. So until tomorrow, when we do our live stream about the Bible Talks, God Talks. This is this is the Vietnam era vet signing off.